and all in thrilling new living sound.
Brand new banger. Exclusive hot new mix. Let's go. Hot shit. Here it comes.
Hello, Lucas Nation fans. Welcome back to another exciting podcast. This is the Lucas Chat Podcast. This is the 3-day spectacular. It is Sunday. Hopefully, you guys are having a fantastic Sunday, of course. We wanted to do this 3-day podcast spectacular, and it just really kicked off really well for Power. We talked about Power on Friday, and then we also talked about Classroom of the Elites yesterday. But today, we're here to talk about a certain topic. Of course, it's the gaming portion of what we have here at Host Stream Studios and K.L.P Entertainment, Lucas Chat Podcast, with your host, Kennedy Lucas, and
Taurus Lester, back in the building. It's Sunday. We're supposed to be off, but we still here working. So, Taurus Lester here back. I can't wait for it. Kennedy, this podcast has been, this whole series has been fun. I really did enjoy the podcast here today, and I've been enjoying it on Friday and then yesterday. But now I am back in the studio with you, of course. I really do like it. There's a two-man show on one show, and then we're not breaking up podcasting shows. We're still gonna, do our own thing. But for this weekend, for the start of September, it is September 2nd now, 2017. We're growing with this podcast, and I'm really glad to be back in the studio with you.
that's good to hear. And we appreciate you here at K.L.P Entertainment. We came up in the office yesterday and Friday. I say, hey, you ready for this podcast? And you said, yeah, Tyrus, and you're ready to go. So again, Lucas Nation fans, hopefully you guys been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it, filming a 3-day podcast series with Tyrus and for the Lucas Nation, and you guys really do like it. And you guys like it when I call you Lucas Nation too. I'm really growing on that. But today we're here to talk about a super exciting podcast. We talked about this certain game before, and of course we also did a podcast about it when we heard of it. And now this is sort of like the aftermath. And yes, I'm talking about Sonic Mania. Of course, Sonic Mania is a side-scrolling platforming game developed by Headcanon, Pagoda West Games, and published by Sega for the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows in August 2017. It was announced at the commemoration of the 25th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog series. Of course, it has inspired the original game's release for the Sega Genesis, featuring a remastered version of stages from the previous games alongside with some original ones. The original being that created some new ones. The player controls Sonic the Hedgehog and his companion Tails and Knuckles as they venture to defeat the nemesis of Dr. Eggman and his henchmen, known as the Hard-Boiled Heavies.
Development was led by programmer Christian Taxman Whitehead. Christian Whitehead, you, sir, have done a fantastic job, and you're going to be working for Sega for a long time, developing these really good titles. Who had previously worked on enhancing ports of the early Sonic games, art, level, design, audio, and additional programming, who were provided by the independent studios of Headcanon and Pagoda West Games, chosen for their work in the Sonic fan game community. This game was met with positive recipients, and many critics viewing as the return of the form of the series followed a number of poorly received Sonic games released after 1990s, which I kind of beg to differ on that point, because they had some good ones, they had some bad ones, so I think that could be different. Of course, critics praised the level design, presentation, the faithfulness of the early Sonic games. Of course, this game is fantastic. I really do. I played it, at my house, and it's just very fantastic.
Yeah, so I played it with my brother. We did the campaign mode, and Ryan, if you're listening to this podcast from Gaming Bros, by the way, Lucas Nation fans, we're coming back with that Gaming Bros video, I promise. But my brother, he lost so many times, he got so pissed off that he didn't even want to play anymore.
Oh, poor sportsman-like, sore loser.
Yes, Tyrus. I mean, he really was a sore loser, but it's okay. he got frustrated. He said, "I don't want to play this no more." But I really think he enjoyed it. The game was good. You know, we played campaign mode, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna retry it, and we're gonna do it for Gaming Bros. So, you know, that I'm really liking. It's just it's funny to see that, you know, I can beat my brother, because my brother, he's a good gamer. You know, he's a good gamer, and he just, you know, he's really good. So the plot of the game: following the events of Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic and Tails receive a powerful energy reading from Angel Island and board the tornado to investigate. However, Dr. Eggman has sent an elite group of robotic henchmen known as the Hard-Boiled Heavies. I like their theme song. Got both of their theme song on my iPod.
You always have that music.
Yeah, I know. So I really, like I say, Tyrus, I love video game music. If I listen to it and I can jam to it, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna buy it. So, of course, to reach the signal first, Sonic and Tails arrive just as the heavies evacuated the source of the signal, the mysterious gemstone known as the Phantom Ruby. So with this, I've heard some good things. And Tyrus, you was telling me yesterday morning that you heard some news about this.
Yes, so I do believe that the Phantom Ruby kind of ties into the new game coming out this holiday season, Sonic Forces. So I think it's going to coexist. I saw a video about this guy doing a gameplay, and the guy, this YouTuber, he was going to the final boss, and as he was going through that final boss, he had actually used Supersonic to beat the game. And the Phantom Ruby, kind of the sound effects that it makes the same sound effects of Sonic Forces trailer. But of course, when you beat the game as Supersonic, Sonic does this pose, and this pose kind of looks like the pose he did in the trailer of Sonic Forces. And if you have, of course, PlayStation and Xbox, you have that achievement says, in the achievement award, it says, "See you next game."
Oh, okay.
So, when it says, "See you next game," the next game is Sonic Forces. So, does it all tie together? See what I'm saying?
I do. I see what you're saying. I really do.
So, I'm just a little bit curious to see if Sonic Mania is a prequel of Sonic Forces. If it is, that's going to be dope. And a lot of fans didn't know this, and some of the fans kind of dissected and they really knew it. But I saw the gameplay, and it's just like, okay, is this a prequel? Is this what we're... So, after the Phantom Ruby boss fight in Sonic Mania, Sonic is not by Tails and Knuckles. Does he disappear into Sonic Forces, and then that's when the story of Sonic Forces come? Because if so, that's really dope on Sega's end. I'm really excited about that.
So the Heavies gained new powers from the Phantom Ruby, and sent Sonic and Tails back in time along with Angel Island guardian Knuckles. Sonic and Tails Knuckles travel through the places from their past, as well as the new locations, to prevent Eggman from using the Ruby's power of evil, clashing with him and the Heavies along the way. Sonic and his friends also discover that Eggman has used the Phantom Ruby's power to retake control of the little planet from Sonic City.
They board Eggman's enormous robot, the Titanic Monarch, and defeat Eggman, and the Hard-Boiled Heavies. The three escape just in time as the Monarch explodes, and all 7 Chaos Emeralds are collected while playing as Sonic. The Heavy King betrays Eggman. Eggman's always getting betrayed. And takes the Ruby, implementing himself with the power. Eggman attacks the Heavy to try to reclaim it. Sonic uses the Chaos Emeralds to become Supersonic and defeats Eggman and the Heavy. After the battle, the Phantom Ruby creates a wormhole that engulfs Sonic and the Ruby as little planet vanishes. So, back to my point, Lucas Nation fans, it seems like this is a prequel for Sonic Forces. After Sonic Mania, here comes Sonic Forces, and here's when that story development. So will Infinite, is Infinite part of the Heavies, or is he evil Sonic? Because again, if you read back in our notes here, the Phantom Ruby turns anything to evil and evil to good. So is Sonic, when he's warpable, is he turning bad? It really got us, it really got us thinking about how the game is formed. It's really got us thinking, okay, this is dope. This is a prequel to another new game that, I'm excited to review about. Very, very excited for the game to get released.
Yeah, I'm very excited to start playing it.
So, again, it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing to see that, this most likely could be, a prequel to what we got going for Sonic Forces. So, that's all I had to say. I really do think this is a prequel.
Again, LucasNation fans, if you go out and go buy this game is fun. It keeps you playing. This game is hard. And of course, stay tuned for Omega Gaming over at twitch.tv/Omega Gaming K.L.P. because we're doing a Sonic Mania series of the game as well. Of course, part 1 is up now, so go check it out right after this podcast. But later on this weekend, part 2 will be uploaded, coming up really, really soon for our LucasNation fans out there. So hopefully you guys, you guys check out the series. We got some good hits on YouTube and got some good hits on twitch.tv/ Omega Gaming KLP. That is our Twitch account here at KLP Entertainment. Again, comment below, LucasNation fans and LucasNation fans. Do you believe that Sonic Mania is a prequel to Sonic Forces? Because it's all kind of tying together. If you really analyze it and you really think about it, it all ties together in one bow. And I really do like that. I really do like how they kind of involved Sonic Mania into Sonic Forces, and again, hats off to Christian Whitehead. Again, his story says that he is a fan of Sonic, and he just started working for Sega, and he made this dope game that just really popped out with a lot of fans, and Metacritic gave it a 90%. Rotten Tomatoes gave it an 85%. 9 out of 10, 4 out of 5. This game is fantastic, and you can really tell that Tyrus. You can really tell that the Sega team and Sega, they really listen to their fans, and they say, okay, we need to be up there near the standards of Nintendo with Mario. So Sega is trying to be up there with Mario, and now I think this year is their comeback year, if that makes sense. They're coming back for that vengeance. They're coming back for the trophy of which mascot runs the best. And I really do glad that they're making something like this out and for a third party. And I think Sonic Mania just really gets it done, and hopefully Sonic Forces, again, Tyrus, they got a long way to go.
Yeah, they do. They got a long way to go for Sonic Forces. It should be kick-ass like Sonic Mania, because you can't go from a good game from Sonic Mania down to a poorly game done from Sonic Forces, which I don't think Sonic Forces is going to be a downer. I think it's going to be dope. I saw gameplay. I saw the campaign mode. I saw that you have the partner. Story mode is really involving really well. For us fans, I can't wait until they start announcing the release date of the game, so we know when we need to pre-order for K.L.P Entertainment and Host Stream Studios. But yeah, this game is good.
So that will do it for the Lucas Chat podcast. This has concluded our 3-day spectacular. Please, if you haven't go see all the other podcasts of Power and Classroom of the Elites. If you missed it, the 3-day spectacular, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this weekend. First opening up for September, we did a 3-day spectacular. So hopefully you guys go back and listen to all 3 of the podcasts. Comment below, let me know what you think. We're trying to really good up with this podcast, like Hot 97 with Ebro in the morning. We try to be up in that standards with radio shows, and this is a good conversational show. We had plenty of guests like Leap of Faith and Be Part of the Solution, 2 people that I know, good friends of mine. They were on the podcast show last season. So really, really glad to be doing this podcast with my co-host, Tyrus Lester. Hopefully you guys are ready for it. We're going to do more podcasts for Season 7, so hopefully you guys stay tuned. This has been the 3-day spectacular of the Lucas Chat podcast with your host, Kennedy Lucas and
Tyrus Lester.
Logging out.
In all enthralling new living sound.
Brand new banger. Exclusive hot new mix. Let's go.